video, I'm going to show you how to make left-mounted yarn overs when knitting with a crochet hook. A yarn over leaves holes in your fabric. It's often used in lace designs, and they can make nifty little buttonholes. Now, I've begun a swatch. I've got a purl section on the left and a knit section on the right. We're going to do left-mounted yarn overs in both the knit and the purl sections, just so you can see how they're a little bit different. So let's start off. You can tell these are left mounted because in all of the stitches the right leg is in front of the cord, the left leg is in the back of the cord, so the front of this stitch is facing towards the left on the cord. That's a left mounted stitch. Now, to do our yarn over, what we're going to do is come up in the front and go down in the back. And that is our left-handed yarn over, right there. The yarn over is done. The tricky part is kind of the stitch after it. You have to make sure that the yarn over stays in place while you do the next stitch. Now, since the next stitch is a knit stitch, we're going to keep this, the feed yarn in the back. We need to insert our hook from, see how it wants to slide off? From front to back. Wrap the yarn to make a left mounted stitch by coming up in front and down in back. And now we check to make sure our yarn over is still there. It didn't slide off. So as you can see, we've got this wrap here, and the right hand leg goes into a stitch, and the left hand leg, if you can see it back there, goes into a different stitch off to the left. Okay. That's how you can tell it's a yarn over. A regular stitch, both legs go into the same stitch underneath. Okay. Now I'm going to do another knit stitch and then a purl stitch to get into the purl section. And remember to do a purl, yarn in front before you go in from back to front. Wrap your yarn, and since we're doing left mounted stitches, it has to go up in the front and down in the back. You're going to have to grab it down here at the bottom and pull it through, otherwise it's going to slide off. So there's a purl. So now we're going to do our left mounted yarn over again. Comes up in front, down and back. Now since our next stitch is a purl, so our yarn over is done, we need to bring the yarn to the front before we insert our hook. From back to front of that stitch, in this case right to left. Then we're going to bring our yarn over here. See how we've already started creating our purl bump. Grab the yarn. You're going to need to hold it with your left hand because it's going to want to slide off, and pull through. And let's check and make sure we've got our yarn over where we need to be. We've got a purl stitch. See, there's our little bump. Comes out from this stitch, around, and back into the next stitch. I'm going to finish off this row, and then I'm going to show you how to work those purls in the next row, how you treat those. Wait a second. I'm going to turn my work, pull through, and now we've got our knit over here on the right and our purl on the left. So to knit these, you need to come in from the front to the back, wrap it and pull through. Now these are regular stitches. As you can see, their legs, both legs go into the same stitch below. These are regular knit stitches. There's another one that wraps around that cord. Now, notice your cord goes underneath this little loop of yarn here. That's our yarn over. The right hand leg is going down here to the right. The left hand leg is going down here to the left. So this side here is the front of our stitch. And since we're doing a knit stitch, we go in from front to back, wrap the yarn, and pull through. And then we have another regular knit stitch. And I'm catching that cord, but that's okay because it's going to get pulled out, so it's not going to matter. Alright, now we're in the purl section. Yarn in front. Insert the hook from back to front. Grab the yarn and pull through. Now, once again, you got to follow this cord so you can see you've got a little tiny bit of yarn that goes over that cord. You don't want to miss your stitch. Now, since here's our left leg and here's our right leg, this is the front, which means that back here is the back of our stitch. Since we're purling, yarn in front, go in from back to front, grab your yarn and pull through. You treat it just like you would any stitch. You find the front and back of the stitch, work it like you would any other stitch. And that is how you do yarn overs and work into yarn overs when knitting with your crochet hook. Bye!